Our conversation with candidates for town council continues. Here's Warren County Report's Roger Bianchini.
If you approach an issue from a certain perspective and then receive information that contradicts your initial opinion, how do you react in determining how you're going to vote on that issue?
I may have well, as we just discussed with the annexation issue, I may have my own thoughts on something, but that's why you have multiple members of a body, so that, you know, not one person's going to have all the right answers. Collectively, you can take a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there, and you can come up with a great solution to a problem as opposed to a mediocre solution that one member may have. I tend to look at every item that comes before council objectively. The way that I initially perceive it and the way that I then perceive it after getting all of the facts on it, after getting public input on it, after hearing what my colleagues have to say about it and what their opinions on, it may change the entire aspect and the way that I view that item, and then you have to formulate how you're going to vote on that. But when an item is first presented to council, the first thing that pops into my head isn't, I'm going to vote this up or I'm going to vote this down. I want to hear all of the information. Once as much information has been garnered on that, then I think we can make our opinions.
So an open mind is a good thing.
An open mind and common sense is a very good thing.
Is there any difference in how you would view your role as an elected councilman versus the appointed role you've served for the past 2 years, or nearly 2 years, in the wake of all the hoopla over appointed members' rights?
My role on the town council is to serve the citizens of the town of Front Royal. That's the way that I've always deemed it. I don't serve just those members of the council who appointed me. They appointed me to represent the citizens of the town of Front Royal. I've never perceived myself as an appointed or elected member of council. I've perceived myself as a representative of the citizens of the town of Front Royal. Others have brought in the appointed, elected thing. I've never based any of my votes off of being appointed or elected. And should I be elected to serve 4 years for the citizens of Front Royal, I'll do what I have continued to do, which is to look out for the best interests of the citizens of this town.
You appeared poised to possibly support the equalization personal property tax rate and a 1 or 1.5 cent real estate increase the second time a public hearing was held after there was a failure to pass a rate at 1 in the morning after the first public hearing. But you missed that meeting due to a flare-up of pancreatitis, which is something you've suffered from off and on. How should the electorate view your health? Should that be a concern to them? How do you feel now?
I feel fine. Pancreatitis is an issue that several people in my family suffer from. It's a condition that, depending on which doctors you talk to, some of them have different opinions on what can cause it and so forth. I have a pretty good grasp on what causes it to flare up for me, and I just need to watch my health, watch what I take in as far as diet goes, and from there just basically keep a good watch on what I ingest, and hopefully I'll stay fairly healthy. I'm trying to visit the doctor more regularly, and God willing, I'll be happy and healthy. I'm a fairly young guy. I'd like to think I'll be around for a few more years.
Well, so would we, and we're glad that you were here with us today. Shae Parker, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Roger.